All right, welcome. Think of this explainer as us building your digital toolbox for AL programming. And we're going to start with the most essential tools of all, data types. We'll see why they're the absolute foundation for writing any code in Business Central. Okay, let's kick things off with a really practical question. Imagine you're building something. You need to store a customer's name, their account balance, and the date of their last order. So how does the system know that John Smith is text, that, say, $1,200 is money, and October 26th is a date? I mean, how does it keep all that straight without getting confused?
Well, the answer is you use data types. It's that simple. And here's the thing. Every single variable you create in AL must have one. It's a non-negotiable rule, and for good reason. It's what protects your data's integrity and prevents a whole world of errors down the line.
So here's the game plan for this explainer. We'll kick off with why data types are so critical. Then we'll break them down into two main families. We're going to explore each one with some real practical examples, and then we'll wrap it all up by connecting it back to how this helps you write cleaner, way more efficient code.
Okay, so first up, why does this all matter so much, right from the get-go? To put it simply, data types are the absolute bedrock of any application you're ever going to build in Business Central. Period.
Think of a data type as a specialized container. One container is perfectly shaped to hold numbers, another is designed just for text, and a third is built for dates. It's like having different shaped boxes for different shaped objects. This makes sure you never accidentally try to cram some text where a number is supposed to go.
You know, in the world of AL, every single data type fits into one of two big families, fundamental and complex. And really, getting the difference between these two is key. So let's take a look at what sets them apart.
This right here lays it all out perfectly. Think of fundamental types as individual bricks, right? Each one holds just a single piece of information. But complex types, they're like the finished building. They are these structured blueprints that hold a bunch of related values all at once, representing a whole business entity, like a customer or an invoice.
All right, let's open up that toolbox and get our hands on the fundamental types. These are the tools you're going to be reaching for every single day on your AL development journey.
So, numeric types. These are the absolute workhorses of your business logic. You've got your standard integer for whole numbers and big integer for when you're dealing with truly massive numbers. Duration is super specialized just for calculating periods of time. But here's where it gets interesting. Both option, which is just a list of choices, and char, a single letter or symbol, are actually treated as numeric types on the inside. Why? Because behind the scenes, the system just stores them as numbers.
Okay, I want to pause and really focus on one of the most important numeric types, decimal. The crucial takeaway here is this, and if you hear nothing else, hear this. Anytime you are dealing with money, prices, amounts, taxes, salaries, you name it, you must use the decimal type. If you use anything else, you risk these tiny little rounding errors that can spiral into massive, massive problems in your financial calculations.
Now, the action type is a bit of a unique one. It's not for storing business data in a table at all. Instead, what it does is it captures the results of what a user does on the screen. So when you pop up a dialog box that asks, "Hey, are you sure you want to post this?" the users click on yes or no. That choice gets returned as an action.
Okay, this next one, text versus code, is a classic sticking point for new developers. But the rule is actually pretty simple. You use the code type for identifiers. Think customer numbers, item numbers, postal codes, anything that needs to be structured and consistent. The system helps you out by automatically converting anything in a code field to uppercase and trimming off any extra spaces. For literally everything else, like a free-form description or a note, text is your go-to.
And to round out our fundamental types, we have the essentials. You've got Boolean, which is just that simple true or false switch that drives all your logical decisions. And of course, you have date, time, and date time. These are absolutely critical for tracking exactly when business events happen, which is vital for everything from posting documents to logging integrations.
All right, so we've covered all the individual bricks. Now let's talk about how we build the house. We're going to graduate from those single simple values to handling entire business objects using complex data types.
So, what's the big deal here? The crucial point is that complex types give you incredible power. Instead of having to work with a customer's name, then their balance, then their address one piece at a time, a complex type lets you just grab the entire customer record and work with all of its fields at once. It's a huge time saver.
And this is just a quick peek at the powerful tools you have available. You've got types for handling database records, for actually running objects like pages and reports, and even for managing large data like images or big text files. And on top of that, you have modern data structures like lists, which are basically ordered collections, and dictionaries, which are perfect for storing key value pairs.
Now, if you only remember one complex type from this entire explainer, please make it this one, the record. A variable of type record is your gateway, your key to interacting with data in any Business Central table. It lets you read data, modify it, create new records, all programmatically.
Okay, so we've seen what all the data types are, but now let's focus on the why. Why is taking a moment to choose the right type so darn critical? I mean, why does this choice matter so much in the long run?
Because making the right choice right from the very beginning pays off in a huge way. Your applications will run faster. They'll be more reliable because you're preventing bad data. Your code will be way easier for your colleagues and future you to read and maintain.
All right, let's bring it all home. We'll do a super quick recap and then take a peek at what's coming up next on your learning path.
So here it is, the core lesson. Really let this sink in. Fundamental types are the bricks. Complex types are the house you build with those bricks. Mastering data types is, without a doubt, the first and most important step to becoming a really proficient AL developer.
And the great news is, now that you have this solid foundation under your belt, you are perfectly prepared to explore what's next. We're talking about working with groups of data in collections and learning how to perform calculations using assignments and expressions. And that leaves us with a final thought to bridge us to our next topic. We just mentioned collections, right? Things like lists and dictionaries. But what's the real difference between them? When would you choose one over the other? We're going to tackle that exact question and a whole lot more in our next explainer.